Hello everyone and welcome back to Proton. So I have some good news. I know what I'm doing in the mod pack now. But before I get into that, I have a few notes of some things I did off camera. The first is that I did look around for my sword and bow in the nether. I couldn't find them. I think they fell into lava, so I'll have to make new ones. It wasn't like they were that great, but disappointing still. Aside from that, I made the dummy. So this is the dummy from... I forget how I pick it up. But as I hit it, it will show me the damage I deal. So, that's about it. I think if you... I don't know. I remember I moved it around a few times before I put it there. Oh, that's, okay, there it goes. But yeah, I moved around off camera, or I originally put it elsewhere. I think maybe over here I moved it there. Anyway, but I made that. Aside from that, if we come upstairs, I did tidy up, or I did set up more bookshelves so we can actually do a level 30 enchant now. I also did get some lapis. And, oh, but I didn't realize that was still on sidings. I was looking at some things. I tied up the base. This is actually where I use sidings, although the gearbox there did pop off, or it... When I came up, it was gone. I don't think an Enderman can pick up blocks in this mod pack. I might be wrong. I think maybe the torch or maybe I had a siding over and that's why it broke. But I don't know. I just was doing stuff. I looked and then I had no power and that was missing. So, but I did that on the other side just to match. And aside from that, I just tidied up a few things around the base and mines. And also prepared some items for crafting. So, the progression of the mod pack. So the short version is, we need to get Hellfire dust so we can make a kiln. With a kiln, we can make soulforged steel. And soulforged steel is the end game. There are a lot of little items along the way, but it actually isn't that complex. So, I'm not sure how much we'll get to this episode. But if you come down here... I renovated this area slightly. I don't think I had anything going in here. Yeah, I think I did everything off camera, but I have signs where things go. So here's where I need a filtered hopper. Here's where I need a turntable. And here's where a bunch of stuff happens. So you see the kilns there, crucible, cauldron, bellows. If you come down here, this is where the hibachis go. I think I didn't get the name right last time. And I need a redstone timer here. So I haven't figured out all this stuff yet. But also I moved the crafting table over one so I could jump over the center there. I didn't realize how dark it was here. Guess that works. So, yeah, but I got that stuff set up. I have notes of everything we need to make in the right order. We come down here. I tied up this area a bit. I changed the roof a little. I expanded the portal. And I changed the entrance to this. I did also mine ores down here, like I said I would a while ago. Went through the mine shaft and some of the ravine area. There's still a lot here just because there's a lot of ores. I didn't need to mine them all. And I kind of got tired of mining. I did oh. That's the problem with ropes like this. I was trying to avoid the creeper there, but, yeah. I also did, on, like, some of the walls there, I used the stone carving tools to make little ladders out of the stone so I could more easily get out of the water. And I did extend the strip mine a bit, although I haven't properly branched off it like a strip mine. But I did that actually to find lapis, and didn't really find much else yet, like no more diamonds yet. Anyway, so that's more than enough recap. So the first thing we need to do is make the filtered hopper to go here, and then we can test that out. I'm not sure the ladder's actually needed. Actually, probably should, click boxes and there we go. Okay, so we, did that, and so yeah, first thing is filtered hopper. Now, like I said, I prepared some of the stuff off camera, but I wanted to save all the crafting for this, so this is a filtered hopper. Also, I found you can make gears a lot easier, because all you have to do is go to the sawmill with any corner, and the corner is made, you get 2 corners from a molding, you get 2 moldings from a siding, and you get 2 sidings from a plank, so you can easily make gears with that. Kind of forgot about that. Anyway, so I come here, bam, filtered hopper, the first thing down. So, there's a lot of stuff that's probably going to be over the next few episodes. And there is also one thing we'll get to in a second that I realized I forgot about. Okay, so if you power the hopper, it works a little differently. But I have the ladder here, so I can... Yes, so I should be able to throw stuff in. Actually, I just try a rope. Oh, it fell out through the bottom. So yeah, I guess that did work. So that's what I meant before about having a ladder. It's just this, the ceiling here is kind of low, and this isn't as, I guess, spacious as other areas I've done this in the past, but since you did need a powered hopper for making the Hellfire stuff, this was kind of the best place. And I look in here, does it show me the recipes? There we go. So yeah, you can put different things, get different outputs. Hopper, and then you have a solar and below it, the outputs change. But the JEI for this is not that great, because pretty much you need to throw, it doesn't even show it there, but I prepared this off camera. It's called a ground netherrack, and it's made by putting netherrack in a millstone, and this is how you make Hellfire dust. But the thing is, I need a soul sand in the filter here, or is it there? I don't know. I think maybe that's the filter. Actually, let me just see. Okay, so you put an item here, and that is the filter. Then the other items you throw in fall out through the bottom. So that's how it works. But, yeah, I need soul sand in the filter, and I realized I didn't have soul sand, so I decided instead of just running around the nether off camera, we tried doing it this episode, because we also still do need to find a fortress. But aside from that, I wanted to make a turntable. So I did talk about this before, and it needs siding, stone, gear, and clock. So I did prepare a good bit of stone, and I need to make 2 clocks because I want 2 of these. This is going by a little faster than I expected to. Like, I didn't know how long this stuff would take exactly, so I kind of broke it, or spaced it out across my notes, but, yep, we already got the turntable, but the soul sand might take a while, and we are also a good bit into the episode to that recap at the start, or the notes at the start. Okay, so now this is, pretty much you put clay on top, and it will turn it into the other things. I think I go here and here. So yeah, it pretty much just does that. But it also can be used to make a redstone timer, and that's where it gets a little tricky with the bellows, because I have this whole space dedicated to a timer. Now, I could just put normal or redstone down to a basic redstone clock timer that way, or I could use the turntable, put a stone block on it, and put a torch on the stone block. I don't know, it's a little hard to demonstrate, but it will turn the block on top of it, so it would turn the torch, and that could also act as a timer, kind of as the mod intended. But I remember last time I had a lot of trouble getting that working, because you need to time it so the bellows expand and then despan, because I think when they're powered, they like blow, and then they'll fill back up automatically, or you have to power them to fill them back up. I don't know, it's something weird like that. The timing always gave me issue with that. But I think that's actually all the stuff I need to do here before we get soul sand so we can make Hellfire dust. So, yeah. Oh, also, where did I put the Hellfire dust? Or, not the Hellfire... There's the ground netherrack. And, before we go to the nether, I just need to show you what the sound of that is, and you'll see why I did all of that off camera. Ready? Yep. So, that's why I probably will never make any more of that on camera. You're welcome. Anyway, I'm just going to cut to when I get down to the nether, and then we'll look for soul sand. Well, let's hope this nether adventure goes a bit better than last time. I did come here off camera, and I actually came down here mainly to mine the netherrack. Huh, that place despawned? Anyway, I also did mine some ores. They didn't seem to anger the pigmen, and they just count for 2 of the normal ores, and... I was like, where's my shield? Okay. Also, I would like to enchant stuff. It's just, I currently don't have level 30. So I'm holding off on enchanting until I get level 30. And I probably could have used more torches. I'm just not sure which way I need to go. I did look around a little bit off camera. I didn't really go too far in any direction, so... I don't know, it should still be a lot to explore. I'm just not sure where there's soul sand. And I'm not even sure if we need a bunch of it or just some of it. Like, I don't know if the filter just requires, like, 1 soul sand, it's good forever, or if we will need more than 1, like it consumes 1 every time. Oh, I think this is gold. Yep. And if you just smelt it, it turns into 2. Or you put in the kiln, which just cooks ore. The kiln's kind of like the cauldron in the sense it cooks things, but just slower, but for free. It's not really that useful, but it also does have some exclusive recipes. And I thought that was sulfur, I think, the first time I saw it, because I think maybe there is a sulfur and there's another block. Anyway. But yeah, I'm not seeing soul sand, but that probably is partially because we can't see very far. Because I don't think there's biomes in the nether. I will check at 3, but that doesn't really do much in this mob pack. So I think I'm actually just going to cut till I find something of note. Because it might be a while of just wandering around without finding much. Why is this area so dark? There had to be a torch here at some point. Weird. Anyway, yeah, so I'll wander around and see if I can find soul sand. Well, I still haven't found any soul sand, and that place is angry, isn't it? Darn. Still no soul sand, but I did bridge out to a new section, and I did want to note something else, because I think you might even saw in the chest earlier. But, yeah, these, I believe, are nether emerald. So that's how I got emeralds, although unfortunately they have, like, no use in this mod pack at all. They make the vending blocks, emerald blocks, and villager trades. That's it. But yeah, the portal's in that area right over there. I just bridged over and thought maybe this larger area would have something of note. It does not appear that's the case. Although, hopefully from here I might be able to see soul sand. It's just, it gets very dark when you get away from the lava. I don't know. But yeah, so I'll keep looking around for soul sand or other things of note. And actually, anything up here? Ablaze. Darn. Still no sign of another fortress either. But yeah, I'll keep looking around and cut to when I find something. Okay, so I think there might be soul sand over there on top of that plateau. I'm actually not far from where we were last episode. That's where I just came from, and down there's where we were last episode, like where that place is, was that plateau I was at. So hopefully this is soul sand. Okay, so I took care of the blaze. I don't think there's others around. And... So up here... Yes, it's soul sand. So, like I said, I have no idea how much of this we will need. I just know we need some of it. Although... Oh, is that... I think that's more over there too, so okay. So there's a good bit around. If we do need more, I can come back and harvest it off camera. It's not like it's a real far trek from the portal even. Unfortunately, we still have no idea where there's another fortress. And like I said in last time we were here, in last episode I think it was, yeah, it's hard to tell where things are, because like up there, that could be another fortress, or it could just be the basalt or whatever it is. Okay. Well, I think that will probably be enough soul sand for the moment. There's a lot more here, but I don't know how much I want to spend my time getting. Yeah, there's a lot here. I think I'm just going to call it good here, because I have almost a stack. And... Darn. I think I lost that blaze rod. Well, I do hear a ghast about, but I don't see it. So, unless the ghast attacks me or something like that, I'm just going to cut to when I get back to the overworld so we can start trying to make the Hellfire dust. Well, that was a pretty boring trip back, but I did get the ground netherrack, so we can test this out now. So if I put that there, I think it might consume 1 per, in which case I'll need a lot more. Actually, can I just, Yeah, I think I do actually need to throw it, or it doesn't work. I don't know, let's see. Oh, no, it didn't consume it. That's good, actually, because we need a lot of this. And this actually goes pretty fast. I probably talked over that, and you might not be able to hear me over the sounds, but this would work a lot better if I could raise the roof by 1. There we go. Okay, this doesn't look great, but it will make it easier to throw that in. not. I don't know. I'll have to look into that roof situation later. Maybe I could even... Could I, No, that's 3. I don't know. I have to look into how I could maybe lower this by 1. I could put another gearbox there and do it. But then would it fall if I didn't have something below it? Anyway, we made Hellfire dust, which was the goal of this episode. I need a lot more of this, though, in the grand scheme. Because here's the thing. Hellfire dust. It can be used to make Eye of Ender. I think it's a requirement. It also can make redstone cable, which is something I'm interested in looking into. It can make fire arrows. Really, it's the only thing that makes fire arrows. Interesting. And if I put in the cauldron, I think this is why we needed it. Yeah. So if I put in the cauldron, it makes concentrated hellfire. You also can use it to make nether coal, nether sludge, and blasting powder with tallow. Tallow is that in a stone cauldron. We haven't got that yet, though. And if we put it in this is also how we make a soul urn. So I think that might be a little wrong, though. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But this is what we'll need for the next episode. Concentrated hellfire. And it makes a block, but it makes the hibachi, which we need to set up the kiln. And that also needs a heating element. So I think we should actually try and do that right now. So we can start that and start the hellfire, or concentrated hellfire, because we have the cauldron outside, and it will probably take a while, and I'll just do that quickly off camera between episodes. So we'll need that, need that. Okay, so I think I just need that. So if we go out here to the cauldron, throw that in, that in, that in. It should make the first ingredient, then we throw all this in and just wait for it to cook into hellfire. I think I did the math right for how many hibachi we need. Or hibachi, however you say that. I don't know. I also did tidy up some things, like move this path, and I don't know, I think a few other things. I also made less hemp in the farm and more crops, because we needed crops more than we needed hemp. Because we have a lot of hemp from my initial grind. Okay, so we did get 2 heating. And now we throw all that in, it will slowly turn into hellfire. And I think that's all we need for the moment. I probably should also grind some more of the... Yep. So that'll take some time, but I'll do this off camera between episodes. And then in the next episode, we should be able to set up the kiln and hopefully get a bit closer. If not, make... yeah, probably will take a little longer to get to the Soul Forged Steel. But we're getting there very quickly. We made a couple of the new machine-y things. We could have made them for a while, but we did that this episode, and we're one step closer to the next part of the progression. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Until next time, goodbye.